In this video, I'll be revealing why many Americans might be worrying about the wrong retirement number and a key metric that can be useful in determining whether you're on track for retirement success. Through working with clients who are paralyzed by arbitrary savings targets, I've discovered that strictly being concerned over your total balance might not be the right place to focus. You might want to shift your awareness to your income replacement ratio and whether your savings can reliably generate the income that you need. That's exactly why I'm making this video today, to show you how to shift from chasing meaningless account balances to planning around sustainable income that lasts for the rest of your life. So let's get right into it. Have you ever felt stressed about retirement, even though your savings might actually be enough? A lot of that anxiety comes from chasing a specific portfolio balance. This happens when people focus too much on their total account balances instead of asking the more important question: can this money actually fund my lifestyle? We often fixate on arbitrary savings targets. You know, the classic $1 million or $2 million numbers. The problem is those numbers don't tell the full story. They ignore your personal income needs, your lifestyle, and what your retirement is actually going to look like. When you're stuck on looking at balance alone, it's hard to see whether your savings are really working for you. You start to worry a lot about the market ups and downs because your focus is always on the number in your account, not the income that it can generate for you. That constant checking and worrying can lead to two things: either oversaving and putting away more than you're actually going to need, or underconfidence and feeling like you're not retirement ready when in reality you might be. So here's the thing: account balances go up and down, markets fluctuate, but your retirement income needs, those tend to stay fairly stable. You're still going to need to cover housing, food, healthcare, and the lifestyle you're going to want. That's why focusing on a dollar amount in your account can actually be somewhat misleading. Savings targets without any context about income needs doesn't really tell you whether you're ready for retirement. It's like chasing a moving goalpost. One month you log into your accounts, you're on track. The next month the market dips and suddenly retirement feels impossible. That's stressful and, to be honest, likely unnecessary. So what might be a better approach? Shift your focus to income needs. Look at how much money this portfolio you've created can generate each month or each year. That perspective doesn't just reduce some of the anxiety, it gives you a clear, actionable step to prepare and feel confident about your retirement. Targeting a specific portfolio balance can create some concerns, but this income replacement can be really helpful. Instead of fixating on a big savings number, a perfect portfolio balance, a meaningful way to plan for retirement can be to focus on your income replacement ratio. This is simply the percentage of your pre-retirement income that you're going to need to maintain your lifestyle in retirement. Calculating this number lets you plan realistically, not based on an arbitrary savings goal, but on actual income needs. For most people, that ratio falls somewhere around 70 to 80%. But it's not one size fits all. Your lifestyle, debt, and healthcare costs can push it higher or lower. So here's an example. Let's take someone who wants to have about an $80,000 lifestyle in retirement. That number doesn't automatically mean that they need to have $2 million saved. It means that they're going to need enough resources to generate that $80,000 income. Shifting your focus this way turns vague, stressful savings targets into actionable steps that you can take. You go from asking, do I have enough in my account, to do I have enough income? And that makes planning a bit more clear. Focusing on income replacement rather than just having a savings number alone can change the conversation. It actually addresses your retirement needs, not some vague benchmark that you've read about online or in a book. It also helps you coordinate all your income sources, Social Security, pensions, and withdrawals from your portfolio in a way that makes sense for your lifestyle. Income replacement provides clarity, but the Guaranteed Income Foundation shows how to reduce the burden on your savings. One of the biggest misconceptions about retirement planning is thinking that you need to replace all of your pre-retirement income from just your savings alone. The truth is, guaranteed income sources like Social Security and pensions often cover a large portion of those needs. For middle-class Americans, Social Security alone can provide 40 to 60% of pre-retirement income. If you have a pension, that adds even more to that income replacement, sometimes enough to cover another significant portion of your retirement needs. When you identify these guaranteed income sources, you start to see the real gap that your personal savings actually needs to fill. And here's the kicker. Once you do this analysis, many people often realize that their savings needed might be far lower than those $1 million or $2 million targets that they've been chasing all along. Ignoring guaranteed income sources like Social Security and pensions can make your retirement savings needs look much bigger than they actually are. These guaranteed sources do more than just provide income. They often include built-in inflation and longevity protection. So this means that your portfolio doesn't have to carry as much risk or pressure to perform. When you have a strong guaranteed income foundation, you can invest the rest of your portfolio more strategically and possibly even a bit more aggressively because the essentials are already covered. Understanding these sources often changes the whole perspective. Retirement suddenly feels not just possible, but achievable, without the stress of chasing arbitrary savings targets. Now that you have some more insight into the income replacement ratio, if you need help with your retirement planning, click the link below where my team has created a comprehensive video that shows you exactly how to optimize your retirement plan as a whole. So once you understand your guaranteed income, the next step is figuring out how your savings can actually generate reliable income throughout retirement. The key here is creating a sustainable withdrawal plan. Your savings are not just a number on a statement. They are a resource designed to provide consistent, lasting income that supports your lifestyle year after year. When you understand how your savings translate into income, you can clearly see how much you actually need to fill the gap left after those Social Security and pension numbers. That realization often brings a sense of relief because for many people, the amount needed to create a comfortable retirement is much less than the big balance targets they've been told to chase. This shift in focus from total savings to reliable income gives you clarity about your spending, confidence in your plan, and peace of mind that your retirement income can adapt as your life changes. Withdrawal strategies help translate savings into income, but lifestyle coordination is what ensures that this income truly aligns with your needs in retirement. Retirement planning isn't just about numbers. It's about your life, and that's why lifestyle coordination is so important. By analyzing your current expenses and how they're likely to change in retirement, you can determine your real income needs. For example, paying off a mortgage or cutting some of your work-related costs, or planning for higher health expenses are all going to affect what you're actually going to need. Your lifestyle choices, how much you travel, where you live, and what discretionary spending you want are also going to shape your income replacement requirements. No two retirements are the same. That's why standard withdrawal percentages often miss the mark because they're based on baseline averages, not your specific retirement and your life. Lifestyle coordination takes your unique circumstances into account, letting you optimize your retirement lifestyle within the income you actually have. When you plan this way, you often uncover opportunities to enhance your retirement experience without necessarily needing more savings. This strategy gives you realistic expectations and clear, actionable guidance for making your retirement both secure and enjoyable. Lifestyle coordination is important to get an accurate picture of your needs in retirement, but comprehensive income planning shows how all of these elements integrate. When it comes to retirement, confidence comes from having a complete system in place, not just numbers in an account. A comprehensive income planning framework brings this all together. Income replacement ratios, guaranteed income sources like Social Security and pensions, sustainable withdrawal rates, and your lifestyle needs. Coordinating all of these elements creates the best possible outcome. The beauty of this framework is that it adapts. Life changes, markets fluctuate, and your personal preferences evolve. Your plan can evolve with them. It also balances two critical goals: maintaining your lifestyle today while securing your long-term financial future. In the end, this approach gives you realistic planning and, most importantly, sustainable confidence that your retirement is well managed and achievable. A comprehensive income framework shifts the focus from abstract account balances to your actual retirement needs. By taking a systematic approach, it gives you both realistic expectations and clear, actionable steps for preparation. Now that we've talked about this comprehensive framework, let's look at the implementation strategy that puts income-focused retirement planning into action. Planning is only as good as your ability to put it into action. So here's how to implement income-focused retirement planning that builds real confidence. Start with a comprehensive look at your current income, expenses, and how your lifestyle is likely to change in retirement. Next, calculate your guaranteed income sources, Social Security, pensions, and any other steady income streams. Then identify the gap that your personal savings is going to need to fill. Then, plan withdrawal strategies and savings goals based on realistic income replacement, not arbitrary account balances. And finally, execute a systematic preparation plan that focuses on income needs. This approach turns abstract numbers into actionable steps and gives you clarity and confidence about your retirement. To make your income-focused plan truly effective, start by focusing on realistic income analysis, not generic assumptions or arbitrary savings targets. Plan for changing needs and life circumstances rather than relying on static income replacement percentages. Implement all your strategies as part of an integrated income system, instead of treating savings, Social Security, and withdrawals as all separate pieces. And work with professionals who understand holistic financial planning, not just balance-focused approaches, so that you can put your plan into action with confidence. Now that you understand why the income replacement ratio is an important retirement number and how focusing on sustainable income rather than arbitrary balances creates realistic retirement planning, you can shift from chasing meaningless targets to building a paycheck that lasts for the rest of your life. If you need more help with your retirement plan, my team has put together a comprehensive video that dives even deeper into income-focused retirement strategies. In this exclusive video, we break down exactly how to optimize your plan for your given situation. Just click the link below to watch and discover how to plan your dream retirement. I'll see you in the next one.